Well, hello and welcome to today's edition of the Pastor's Study. You know, sometimes we have an argument, and sometimes there's a solution and an end to that argument, and sometimes we think everything will be all fine after that. And then a little bit of time goes by and we discover people have been hurt by the argument. Maybe one party and the other party resolved it, but maybe there's people on the fringe who have been hurt by the discussion, hurt by what has taken place. And as we see David coming back into the city, and we see David being restored as a king, we realize that not everything is going to be just as it was. Not everybody is going to be content any longer. And we see a number of things that come into play. Mephibosheth, who had not only was able to eat at the king's table, but had received the rewards and the benefits of the profits, if you will, of his property that had been restored. David said, no, that's not going to be that way anymore. You can still be here, but we're not going to give you all the profits. I'm dividing up the land between you and the servant, Ziba. In Mephibosheth, and realizing, you know what, I can't farm the land anyway. I'd have to hire people out. So let him have everything as long as I can still stay at the king's table. Consequences of a decision that he made. And there's other decisions that are made, other people that are affected, and if you will, I think we could say infected, because of the hurt and the anger and the challenges. A decision of who's going to follow the king back. We see that some of the men of Judah and Israel are arguing over who's got the right to King David. The men of Israel were upset, and they answered the men of Judah, saying, we have 10 parts in the king, therefore we also have more claim to David than you. Why did you treat us with contempt? There's an animosity that's growing. You know, and I think about parents who get caught up in massive arguments and fights, and sometimes the children suffer greatly. They get hurt feelings, and sometimes parents pit one child against another. And there's serious consequences and serious damage done. When you have an argument, and everybody has arguments, make sure that the resolution impacts everybody correctly. Don't leave your children or other family members wondering or choosing sides. Let everybody know that it's been resolved properly. Till next time in the Pastor's Study, goodbye, and may God bless.